Good morning, everybody. All right, it's Wednesday. Oh, geez. Not my best look there with my wet hair, right? All right, guys. Well, good morning. So excited to see you guys. I'm going to be a little bit quiet because everybody in my house is still sleeping, but I am up early, and thanks for joining me early on Wednesday morning. I know it's a different time than usual. I'm going to probably have to be hopping on for my weeks at 7:30 now because we are preparing for back to school, and I like to start changing up and getting myself ready in that sleep pattern and prepared and ready a couple weeks before school starts. So I'm starting that this week. So excited to be on here with you guys. This morning we're going to be talking about preparing for game day. What does that mean? So I am going to be using this devotion this morning. Kelly and I use actually a similar devotion. I got this one from Altered State. If any of you guys know that store, it's one of my favorite stores inside the mall, which I'm not going to the malls or stores right now. So I have been ordering some stuff from them online to support. I hope you guys are supporting small businesses that are important to you. And I love that Altered State's mission is to give back to nonprofits. So sharing that with you guys today. It's called 100 Days to Dream Your Heart Out, a devotional journal. The reason I like this one is it gives you a spot to write. And part of my morning practice every morning that I try to do is affirmations, visualization, journaling, taking some quiet time, and making sure that I do all those things. And so this kind of helps me combine my devotion time with my journaling time, which I love. So I'm going to go ahead and start us immediately reading from this devotion called Prepare for Game Day for today. And then I'm going to share with you some things I thought about as I was reading this and how it can help you as you're at month end. Because maybe you're in a business where you need to close out your month strong. Maybe you had some goals at the beginning of the month and you're feeling like, maybe I'm not going to reach those. You're feeling a little frustrated or just like, whatever, there's a lot going on right now. I'm just going to not worry about it, right? So listen closely as I share today. Prepare for game day. Have you ever played team sports? Let me know below in the comments. Have you ever played team sports? So I know Kelly was actually a really successful tennis player. She went to college for it. I, however, have not been a big sports person in my life, and but I do love being part of a team. I love that camaraderie. I know that like I would even do intramural sports in college just to be like part of the team because it was fun. If so, you probably had weekly practices where you ran drills, strengthened your abilities, and prepared for when it mattered the most, game day. But what if you went to every single practice and then it came time to play the game and you decided not to play and not even to go? It would make no sense, right? The truth is, even when we spend years preparing our hearts and minds, standing on God's promises and practicing His love, we can still decide to give up and walk away when the going gets tough. We can even make ourselves believe that it's easier to throw in the towel than to walk with God. However, when we are faced with life's obstacles, and let me just take a moment right now to say, there are a lot of obstacles. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you're not walking in faith. It doesn't mean that you're not a positive person. It doesn't mean that you don't have a great outlook on life. To be able to say in pure honesty right now, like, this kind of all sucks. There's a lot going on. And I like to surround myself, and I'm sure you guys do too, with positive thinking people, with people who are not complaining all the time. But the reality is, it's okay at the same time to say, this sucks. Like, I don't know why this is happening. Why are we having this virus? Why are we having political divide? Why are we having racial injustice? Why are we having problems with people fighting over every little thing? Why is the economy getting bad? Listen, I'm not trying to stress you out. I'm just like naming all the things that are going on right now, right? It's okay to not like those things, right? We can even make ourselves believe that it's easier to throw in the towel than to walk with God. However, when we are faced with life's obstacles, it's important to hold on to God with all we have, remembering that He is an almighty Father who is able to pull us out of any path and put us on any path and pull us out of pain. Only then do we have a fighting chance at peace. Only then do we have a sure way of winning in the long run. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. 2 Chronicles 15:7. Be alert, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Listen, nothing that's going on right now is new to God, right? He's in complete control. And listen, if you're watching this today and you're like, you know what, Blair, I have a different faith than you and Kelly, that's okay. The things that we're teaching on every single Wednesday and Wednesday in the Word, this is our way to give back to the group to show like our faith, but this works no matter what, because some of the most important books out there, like Think and Grow Rich, like How to Win Friends and Influence People, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, They all come from the basis of the Bible, from lessons that they've learned from that. So success principles, right? So it's okay. Like, but you'll get a lot out of this, right? Because what you can hear in this is don't give up. Don't work hard. Don't set the goals. Don't create everything and then not show up for the big game day. You got to show up for the big game day, right? And here we are on July 29th with 1 day left of this month, right? Or 2 days left. We got 2 days left. Boom, boom. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, really, if you look at it that way, right? So 3 days if you're counting today. And there's so much that you can still do to close out your month strong. Now, if you are a leader, I am going to implore you to go onto your team page if you have a team page. If you don't, we're talking about Facebook groups next month. You're going to want to make sure you're in inner circle so you understand that in a deep dive way. But go into your group. Give them a motivational message today. It could be 2 minutes about why you've been practicing all month. Show up for game day. Don't give up on yourself. Give them maybe 3 practical tips of how you're closing out the month strong. Okay? If you have a customer referral program, remind them about that. They could be helping their customers as we close out with 3 days left, right? Don't give up on your goal. Any momentum that you bring in this month only helps you for next month. All right? If you are a leader and you don't have a group, then maybe you get on a message thread with your team. All right? But whatever it is that you have, create that. Now, if you're like, well, I don't even have a team. I don't have anybody on my team, but I'm trying to build a team, then go live on your personal feed today and share. You've been practicing all month. It's game day. It's the last 30 days of this month. Let's knock it out of the park. I have 3 tips to help you. And give them 3 tips. How do you close out the month strong? Okay, because when people start to see you as an authority figure, they'll want to join your team. They'll want to be with you on that journey, okay? And they want to see, how are you doing it? How are you showing up, right? Yesterday in this group, we talked about not being an imposter, right? The imposter syndrome with Eva. And she shared in there about, that feeling of like, I don't know enough or I'm not good enough, okay? We all know that's not true. If you have tips of how you close out your month strong, share them with others. Okay, that's how people are going to see you as an authoritative figure, as somebody who they might want to be part of and be attached to. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that today. Let's share below with each other how we're going to close out the month strong. How are you going to show up for game day? Okay, maybe you have a tip for other people in this group. Maybe you have something that you do. Maybe you do a power session for yourself at the end of the month every single month. Maybe you do a quick blitz for 24 hours at the end of every single month. Maybe you get on a Zoom with all of your team and you guys do stuff together. Whatever it is, give us some ideas. Let's share with each other, because sharing is caring, and that's how we learn and grow. Now remember, we love to pray for you. It's one of the biggest blessings of this group is that we get to be here for you. So if you have anything specific you want us to pray on, please reach out to us and let us know. I know that right now, Tabitha, we're praying for you and your husband as in his health as he's trying to get better. I know that we have other people in our group who are going through tough times. Their husbands have lost their jobs, or people have gotten into accidents, or things are going on. So I want you to know we're praying for you. I'm going to close this out right now in prayer, but know that you could always ask for anything specifically that you need. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you. I thank you that we have been practicing, that you have given us the gifts, talents that we need to have the game day that we need this at the end of this month. I pray that you would give us the confidence and the strength to know that we are not imposters. We have these gifts and talents because you have given them to us, and we are to use them, and we are to go boldly at the end of this month and share what product, service, opportunity we have so that we can help others. Help us to be service-minded as we share. Help us to remember who we're trying to reach and how we can help them and serve them. I pray that you would help us all to have that service attitude today as we go about sharing. I pray that you would not let us give up, that you would have that yearning and calling inside of us. I pray for the health and safety of each person inside of Blessed Momma Bosses. I pray that you would be with them today. I pray over my father specifically as I go to pick him up in a little bit and take him to Cleveland Clinic to get some tests done, that they would show up great, that the doctors would be happy with his healing. And Lord, I pray for all the moms in here as they're preparing for back to school. Will their school start? Will they be doing homeschool? Will they be doing online school? Will their kids be going to school in person? I pray that you would give them a peace beyond all understanding, because it is a hard time, it is a confusing time, but we were made for all of this. We were made for more. And I pray these things in your most precious name. Amen. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Make it a great day for others. Good morning, Sarah.